Okay, so now we are going to do some exercises that include a little bit of aerobic activity. Two of them, in fact. The first one requires a step, so if you have a step at home, say leading up to your second floor, I want you to be on the bottom step or down on the bottom floor, stepping off onto the first step. You can hold onto the handrail, or if you have something there that's sturdy, you can hold onto if you need to. Right, so this is called a step-up exercise, and it works a little bit on some dynamic balance, leg strength, and it will also get your heart rate up. So we're going to start with just stepping up with one foot and falling with the other, and then coming down. So it's just like this. So one foot up, the other follows, one foot down, the other follows. So with this activity, you can lead with the same leg for the full minute or 30 seconds, whatever you can tolerate. We're going to do it for a minute today. Then we're going to stop, then start the activity again for another minute, leading with the other leg. Okay, so that way you get a little bit of both of the concentric work going up on each leg. Okay, so I'm going to get my timer started. I'll set it for 1 minute, and follow with me as you can go. You may not have the same pace that I do, and just work as you can, and above all, remain safe and hold on if you need to. Okay, so here we go. Up, up, down, down. And here you want to also try and keep your shoulders open, your head over your shoulders, shoulders over your hips, and eventually your hips over your ankles. And here, if you start feeling short of breath or feeling like you need to take a break, you can stop and stand, take as much break as you need, and then return back to the step-up activity. All right, everybody's doing great. Hope you're feeling good. I know I am. That's 1 minute. We can stop there. Actually, no, that wasn't a minute. We'll keep going. That was just a text coming in on my watch. Good, now that's a minute. So, now take a little break. And we're going to do the leading up with the other leg again. Okay, so here we go. Leading up and down. If you have knee pain or problems, and this is bothering your knees, give it a little bit of time and see what strengthening your quadriceps might do for your knee pain. As a physical therapist, I see this a lot. People are afraid to move because their knees bother them. But really, that's the best thing for you, is to move. All right, we're doing good. We've got 15 more seconds on this leg. Everybody hanging in there. Very good. And that's 1 minute for sure. All right, nice job. Okay, so now the next activity doesn't involve the step, but it's called it's actually a test that we do in therapy. It's called the 2-minute step test. And it tests your endurance. It also helps to increase your endurance. So I'm going to stand a little bit further away. I want you to see what I'm doing here with my knee. So it's a 2-minute step test, and we're going to be just stepping and marching in place for 2 minutes. Okay? So this activity really gets your heart rate up. So if you want to stop the activity at 30 seconds or 1 minute and just stand, catch your breath, and then continue on, then you can finish up with the 2 minutes after a rest. All right, and what we use this as a bit of a test, and we count how many times you raise your right knee up past a certain point, and then we can gauge your muscle strength and endurance based on age and gender norms. But for our purpose today, I'm not counting. But if you'd like to try that and see how many times you can lift your legs in a 2-minute period of time, you can get with me at another time, and I can tell you where you fall in the whole scheme of things. Okay, so I'm going to set my timer for 2 minutes. And again, I want you to stop if you need to, if you feel uncomfortable. And this is not a balance exercise, so you're welcome to hold on for a little balance. Or if you feel comfortable not holding on, that's fine too. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to march in place. Okay, so your knee doesn't have to come up past your hip. It just needs to come up in a comfortable position. So it can be somewhere around here. But what I don't want to see is this. Okay, so we want to really use those large muscle groups. And again, it's not a race. You're only competing with yourself in this activity to try and get your heart moving, your muscles warmed up. When your heart is pumping blood, it not only goes to your muscles, but it goes to your organs, it goes to your brain, which helps clear your head, helps you have positive thoughts, helps you work those puzzles a little bit better, as I'm finding, problem solving, and it just boosts your mood, which we all could use a little of right now. Okay. All right, so we have about 45 seconds left. You might start feeling a little bit of cramping in your legs. If that's the case, feel free to stop, rest them, and then get started back again. You have 20 seconds left. And this may or may not add to your steps on your Fitbit if that's what you have, since you're not moving. But you know that you've been moving, so that's okay. And that's 2 minutes, so we can stop. Okay? So here, you're going to feel a little bit short of breath after you've done that activity. But try not to sit down unless you absolutely need to. I want you to work a little bit on some stretching. Okay? So here, you're going to just stretch those hips a little bit. We'll switch to the other side. So here you're going to let your heart rate kind of come back down. So we want to keep your muscles moving while your heart rate comes down so all the blood doesn't pool in your legs. Okay. So you can stand up against the chair or up against the wall and get into this nice runner stretch. You should feel a nice stretch along the back of your legs here. And the same with this one. Okay. And again, I want you to work on your breathing. So we're breathing up, lengthening through your spine, filling up your lungs as much as possible. Okay. And then you're going to work on stretching your hips this way. So you can stand, stretch the inner thigh and your hamstrings a little bit. Again, hold on if you need to. And then do the other side. Okay. And then you're going to turn and do this. Stretch the back of your leg here. Again, hold on if you need to. Right. And then switch sides. So this is just a nice way that you get a general overall stretch on your legs after you've worked out. There are lots of other ways you can stretch them, and I can show you that at a different time. But for today, this is perfect. Okay, so now we're going to sit. I'm going to get my computer back on. Now we can stand, rather, and do a little side flexion. Again, hold on if you need to. over to this side. There we go. And then take your body and rotate around. Again, only move where you're comfortable. And again. And then have a seat. Roll your shoulders back. Stretch your neck to one side. Stretch it over to the other. And then bring your arms up and around. And one more time, breathing in as you come up and around. Now let's do one more. And there we go. And we're all done. I hope you enjoyed that workout session. Feel free to visit it as many times as you want throughout the day or the week.